Three, two, one. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Coco is here with Rosh and Saku, and we are continuing Ace Attorney investigations.
Ooh. Hello. Ace Attorney time. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces are in fact one and the
But that's impossible!
That wee wiggly thing she does is so cute.
Yeah. Even if that's what you believe, we should still investigate the possibility. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little more detail. Oh, it's gory bloody detail.
It's me playing D&D. Let's examine this in more detail.
It's the weapon that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. The handle and the blade itself both have beautiful designs working into them.
How did they get this red on the blade? It's marvellous.
Look, there's even a flower-shaped design in this gold section here. If this hadn't been used as a tool for murder, I'd want it for myself.
She seemed to be drawn to the embellishment. Too bad it isn't mine to give.
Aww.
Oh. Anything to keep his sister happy.
Yeah.
Because if she's happy, she'll whip him less.
Also, I think
Maybe.
he's just a nice bloke.
Yeah.
Under all the posturing.
Everyone in the Von Karma family is drawn to embellishment.
It's true.
I can't believe it turned into a key. To think there was such a trick to this thing.
So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday is actually the key the Yatagarasu stole. This piece of information is more crucial than anything we've learned up until now.
Frankly, I'm shocked.
Don't call me frankly. Sorry.
I'm sorry, it's one of my favorite jokes. I love it so much.
It's so stupid, I love it.
Surely you can't be serious. Don't call me
I am
Shirley. I
serious.
just love it so much.
Oh dear.
Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was hiding a knife blade inside.
But if that's true, then only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday.
Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the key than even Mr. Faraday. Meaning the only person it could be is the one who sent the key in the first place. Great thief, Takarasu.
Then maybe Mr. L really was the Yatagarasu. And he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario?
No, not really. Especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rel was not the Yatagarasu. Besides, as Detective Bad said earlier,
But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the weight card, Rel had no idea what it was.
I see. Alright then, I guess the one person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else. And that person is the real Yatagarasu.
it seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case.
I love how Edgeworth just like can't make something funny because he couldn't just see it seems like this is the key to solving this case. He has to specifically that the key is the key to resolving it. Like, just in case you think he's having fun.
Yeah, he's not having fun. I took a quick look through these documents before the trial started.
Well, I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it.
I suppose I should explain it to you then.
Yes, you should. Perfectly and in its entirety, if you please.
On the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy.
Such a friendly looking guy.
Yeah.
But look at his shiny white chin. Staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. And we don't know who was to blame.
It was Mr. Macrail was to blame.
He gives criminals a bad name.
Wasn't the victim called
Mackerel.
Deed Man?
Yep.
Yeah, he's dead!
He's dead, Miss Maverick.
He's dead, man! Mackerel was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned. As the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot.
A simpleton of a man, that's what he was.
Perhaps he was. The weapon wasn't only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Rell was caught in the act on film by a security camera.
He was an even bigger simpleton than I thought. I can't believe he didn't notice a security camera.
Cadopian Embassy's security system is supposedly very well disguised. He may have simply not been aware there was a camera in the area.
So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself?
Yes, I've seen it. Surveillance video the security camera took.
Does get better.
I'm not having fun. Just in case you wondered. This was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Rell on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear.
So the footage included sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life.
Me neither. That's odd. We're short one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court.
The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
Video showing the moment in which Mr. Rell committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed? Are you done with your inspection of the evidence? Yes, I'm finished.
Jusaku voices.
However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial... prosecutorial!
I like to imagine Edgeworth did that in real time. And like the judge and Francisca were just looking at him like, whoa, dude.
The deep voice is just put on. That's not his voice at all.
Your Honor, where were you derelict in your duties?
Yes! What? No! I dare not neglect my duties. What do you take me? No, Your Honor. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial. Surveillance video. It is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me. That was a really rad drum fill that came in just then. I thought the judge had gone to town with his gavel. It's like, whoa, sick beats, dude. What can you do with spoons? I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape's still somewhere at the crime scene. There's something wrong here.
Real judge! He pulls off his beards.
Oh my god, poor judge. We don't want to see that though. We've seen the judge without a beard.
See Coco slowly fade that image in. Oh, marvellous.
He looks like a thumb. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I'll have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime. Defendant lobby number 2.
Malambo number 2.
He's still not having fun.
No fun.
September 10, 6 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
That's Detective Bad. But who is he with?
I've never seen that officer before.
So,
Hell yeah.
did you find it?
No, not yet. And I've looked everywhere.
I see. Well then, please continue with the search.
Understood. I'll continue the search. Heh. So you're the one running the show. Prosecutors like you shouldn't even be allowed at crime scenes.
How dare you? Who do you think you are? Okay.
Peace.
Rude. What was that all about? And who was that man just now? And why are there screaming fangirls everywhere?
Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life.
Saku, I want you to restate that Edgeworth knows there is a screaming fanboy for him and a screaming fangirl for Franziska, who is Coco. I like no one in this game. That's not true. I like Gumshoe.
Oh, you're so cute. You're like, laughing lady. I see
Oh
you.
yeah, she's great.
She is wonderful. Does he even know that we're standing right here behind him?
Yeah, he's got a mirror and everything.
I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids?
It looks like you were paying attention after all.
Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my head.
And a mirror that lets me see behind myself.
Ah, so that mirror isn't for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye out on who or what is behind him at all times.
Yeah, at least when the mirror's up.
So tell me, Detective Bad, who was that rude man just now?
The guy came here from the Republic of Zhengfa to study. He's Agent Lang. He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of detainment from scratch.
By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of education.
He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he is rude.
Well, he sure has a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time.
I agree. However, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bat?
Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well.
Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you.
I highly doubt that it has nothing to do with me. Fine. If this is the game I must play, then I will take this opportunity. To draw out what's been hiding and what happened in the room straight from him.
It looks like Detective Bat is searching for something.
Indeed. I'm curious as to what it could be myself. Maybe I should just ask him. Like, no, he really wants to talk to his sister. Earlier you were in lobby number 1, and now you're here in lobby number 2. How does that happen?
Did you like walk or did you get a bus or something?
Is teleporting a thing? It just doesn't understand transportation from one room to another.
Do you have an evil
He has no
twin?
sense of... He's got no sense of object permanence.
Like, usually I just say that I'm going somewhere and then the scene changes. How do you get from one place to another otherwise? You're quite a busy man, Detective Bat.
Multiple returns to a crime scene brings about a success. That's what we detectives say.
I see. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked about what happened again, correct?
I don't have anything left to say to you, boy.
Boy, you'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another.
Would it kill you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation?
I gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That's help enough, don't you think?
Please, we are asking you for just a little bit more of your cooperation.
Don't push me, kid.
Push him! I'd like to ask once again about what happened around here at the time of the crime.
I refuse to answer. Any more investigating you do would be a waste of time.
I just want one time for him to pull out a legit gun. Just point at Edgeworth. Kid, I'm warning you.
Just when he's all, like, got a full sense of security.
Yeah.
We've done the mirror 10 times and the gun 1 time. Haha, you don't know what this is gonna be.
Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about?
Things you don't know about? But aren't you supposed to know everything?
You should. Wait, is it possible? Maybe he doesn't know about the trick behind that piece of evidence. I should try showing it to him. It may prove to be the key to getting some new answers from Detective Bat.
See, no, he did it.
He did it! He's having fun! Yay!
Yay! I'm so proud of him.
Maybe he'll get a Swiss roll later and have more fun.
No, I won't. Francisca won't let him.
Detective Bat. Do you know of the existence of item in the photograph?
Of course I did. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatagarasu case.
In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that the knife that killed Mr. Faraday and this Yatagarasu's key are one and the same?
What? That's impossible!
It looks like he didn't know after all.
This piece of evidence, which we call the Yatagarasu's key, is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning to use this Yatagarasu's key to prove that Mr. Rel was not real Yatagarasu. Isn't that correct?
I guess so.
However, Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was, in fact, a knife.
Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. And if neither of us knew, then no one in the law enforcement knew either. How did we miss something as big as this?
What?
Just the way the lollipop immediately popped back into his mouth, like they don't have an animation for him putting it back in. It's really caught me by surprise.
I don't know how they can do detective work with all these awesome guitar licks playing in the background.
I know, right?
How do they not just start air guitaring? Well,
Why do you think
that
Gumshoe
happens.
gets nothing done?
Yeah. I noticed that since a little while ago, you appear to be searching for something. I presume that this key is what you were searching for.
Yeah, that's right.
And why were you searching for it?
Because I promised Faraday. I promised that I'd protect that key with my life. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought that the key is what took Faraday's life? How would you read that line?
I know.
Took Faraday's life. Ah!
I would read it like, who would have thought that the key would have taken Faraday's life? Cool. No, sorry, that was a terrible Snake impression.
Took Faraday's life? Maybe?
No, I think it's meant to be like, who would have thought that the key... I can't do it without laughing. Took Faraday's life. Like that kind of thing, like the life is kind of strained.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my god. I need to have more interrobangs in my life. Detective.
Don't end in ellipses on an interrobang again. We don't have the time. We need to get
It's
through
weird.
this investigation, man.
So, I mean, his coat is full of them. It's like dot dot dot
Damn.
interrobang.
The
It's some sort of
interrobang
weird
is the
code.
lollipop.
So that we may find the truth, please testify for me once more.
Alright. But it doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened. Nothing will change.
Detective Bad, I ask that you please testify once more. about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1.
My answer is still the same, and this is the last time I'm going to do this.
That's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up. And find the truth behind this case.
Sure.
This is the time when he pulls out a gun.
Interrogate this. Bang.
I was in lobby number 1 talking with you.
Me? I wasn't there.
We were talking about some trivial things, you remember?
Oh, that's why I don't remember.
I heard the gunshots right before the trial was about to reconvene. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together. I saw
I'm so cool.
I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2.
It's like he's telling Edgeworth about a dream he had.
Yeah.
Like, you were there, and me and you ran out into the lobby. And Gumshoe was being stupid.
It sounds like the exact same story he told us before.
Indeed. However, I feel that we have yet to draw out all the information that we can.
I was in lobby number 1 talking with you.
Why did Ms. Yu choose lobby number 1? Answer me.
Who knows? She just said that she had something she wanted to talk to me about. And we walked into lobby number 1 together. That's all.
His answer remains the same as before, I see.
We were talking about some trivial things.
I was hoping you could expand on exactly what you were discussing with Ms. Yu.
Trivial stuff. It was nothing important.
Like, why there were so many cartoons where, like, the characters got real small and went inside another character. Like, what was with that? That was really weird, remember? Remember when they all did that?
I totally blocked that out until now.
People wonder why
The
this
hell was the
generation has
magic
such
school
weird
bus?
kinks.
Why? Let Francisco watch that.
I'm drawing Vor right now.
No!
Oh, you're not. You're
Don't
playing
worry,
Secret
it's
of
for
Mana.
commission, it's not for me. Sometimes Daddy doesn't buy me writing crops I like. I have to get some money on the side.
Vor episode part 2.
No! I wonder
You're
how
not
many
allowed to
views that's
yeah.
at. Have we reached the number?
That's for me to
So-
decide.
Anyway, sorry, I took us on a very odd tangent there.
It's all about the tangents.
They're reacting to Rosh's comment.
They are. That was like
It's true.
a never-ending story where they know you're watching them. Alright, I suppose that's for him to decide. Moving on. Can watch Magic School Bus if he wants.
I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene.
Until you heard the gunshot. Do you notice anything else that was out of the order?
I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot.
If the gunshot Detective Bad heard was really the one from the murder, that would give that other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. I ask that you please amend your testimony with that statement just now.
Sure. I
He
didn't.
forgot because he was jamming to the stanky bass.
I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot.
Detective Bad, you honestly don't remember hearing anything else.
Yeah.
Is it possible you were so involved in your conversation that you missed something?
I've been a detective for a long time, and even if I were involved in something, I've got quite the habit of keeping tabs on everything that goes on around me. If there had been some other strange sound, you can be sure I would have heard it.
I suppose with this detective, it's probably very likely.
So, the gunshot. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together.
And why did the two of you dash out into the hallway straight away?
Because we clearly heard the sound of a gunshot. And we knew it came from somewhere nearby.
And how did you know that it was a gunshot?
In my line of work, you hear enough of them to know.
I suppose it's only natural for a detective to know what a real gunshot sounds like.
But given the circumstances, the only person I could think of whose life would have been in danger was Faraday. That's why I ran out into the hallway right away and headed for where he was. I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and when we all ran into lobby number 2...
Detective Gumshoe was there in the hallway.
Yeah.
Why didn't you attest to that earlier?
When I saw Gumshoe, it was after I had heard the gunshot. Having seen him then didn't change the fact that he still could have done the deed.
Sounds exactly like what Detective Bad told us before. However,
There's something in particular we should be asking the detective about.
there just might be. No one knew the knife was actually Yatagarasu's key. Reflecting on that, perhaps there are other things that we know now, but Detective Bad doesn't yet. Yes, that should be my angle of attack. And Bad's angle of attack is that he's gonna pull out a gun.
What could it have been? Surely not the balloon bursting.
I think so, because that's around the time it should have happened, right?
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, sorry.
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 No, it was me.
Scottish sarcasm is different from American sarcasm.
It's a lot more doer.
Detective Bad, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything?
It's the same color as the one Kay was holding.
Oh, so you knew about that girl's balloon?
Yeah, I was sitting with her up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her.
Oh.
Well, as you may have already surmised, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon.
So, what about the balloon?
I wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point.
What are you getting at?
This fragment was found in the hallway, right in front of lobby number. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot.
Oh, so the sound the judge heard was not actually a gunshot, huh?
On top of that, his Anna said that he had the balloon pop. About 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene.
Yes, which means that His Honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway. When you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at the time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well.
So,
Don't give me a so. Give me a they or a me.
We just proved that there's a flaw in your testimony.
the crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivete cracking.
It's an awkward sentence.
Yes.
It's full of them.
And since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. Did you ever stop to think why the doors and walls of this place seem so rugged?
No. Who thinks that?
The doors and
Why are
walls
these
of this
doors
place
so
seem really rugged, really handsome, and like roughed up a bit. Oh, kind of
Love
like
these
Viggo
doors.
Mortensen when he played Aragorn at the Two Towers. Like, what? What a weird description for a door.
Why would anyone stop to wonder that?
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.